And next up will be Sally Green. Hello, Sally.
Hi, Whitney. How are you? It's
You're
good to see
muted.
you. Am I?
I'm good.
Whitney, I just have to say something. One of my favorite
Yes.
things I've seen in the last 3 days was when Sally unboxed the first books that came in. I think she was the first one to get books in, and it was amazing because this box was big enough to hold a couple bicycles or 3 Dalmatians, and it was just, I think it was. Did you get one book or two? How many did you get?
I got two of them.
Okay, it's
Can you hear
just that was amazing. That was such a beautiful moment for me to see that. I just wanted to share that with you. Now I'm going to go back to the green room and eat canapes, and they got all they only got red.
Wait, one for me.
Green ones, yeah. Okay, bye guys.
So the Amazon box comes and they pack it with who knows what, right? In order to deliver something.
Usually it's a big box and you got one little thing, but no, this was a big box and it was filled. But yeah, as soon as it became available on Amazon, I put the order in, and I ordered two for myself because I know I had talked to Steve and he had said that it was going to take a while for our books to come in, so that worked out well.
Awesome. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Sally. Who are you? What do you do?
Well, my husband and I have owned a cleaning and janitorial company for over 20 years now. And when COVID hit, we lost a bunch of our clients because the offices weren't open, and customers weren't having us in. And so we had been working, I don't know, it probably was 4 or 5 years without a vacation, working 50, 60 hours a week. And so we had time now for the first time in years to just sit down and it really just gave me a chance to sit down and say, okay, now what do I want to do, with going forward. And I wasn't sure that I wanted to stay with doing the cleaning anymore. I've been an artist my whole life. I loved art, and I've been teaching art classes for family and friends for about 7 or 8 years now, and doing it pretty regularly. So I said, well, maybe I'll do that. I'll start doing art classes, and I bought some equipment to try to start teaching art classes online. And then Forbes came out with this book idea, and so I kind of pivoted a little bit and said, you know what, where can I take this? I've been a Christian educator, a Sunday school teacher, and women's Bible study leader for over 30 years. And I said, how could I use this as a platform to now teach people about my faith, and maybe put a little bit of art in there too. So I've been since, I think she came out with the offer in July. And it was funny because I remember the first day she was on, and I saw her and Steve and they talked about it. And that night I laid in bed and I was like, this is a great opportunity. And I couldn't sleep. I was up, and the next morning I got up and I was like, I know what habit I want to write. I know what I'm going to do. And I sat down and I wrote my habit out, and I sat down and that next morning, and I was, boom, I sent it, wrote it, sent it out, and put it out there. And this has been just such what I needed. And the idea that all these people came together, and I've met so many wonderful people in these groups, and this, we have this little contributor group on Facebook, and we're all in there and cheering each other on, and it's been so amazing. And I just love this journey so much. And it's, I'm ecstatic over what's happening. And I messaged Steve this morning, and I messaged Forbes this morning. I said, happy launch day. I am so happy that you guys invited me on this journey with you.
It has been quite the blessing. So you couldn't sleep. You knew what you were going to write. You wrote it. You got it in. How do you see yourself differently from before that moment? You yourself, not about your job or the business, but you, how do you see yourself as different from before you wrote till now?
I think I have a lot more confidence. I think I have a lot more, I used to be really afraid of what other people were going to say or think about me. And now I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to put this out here. And one of the things, because I wrote a Bible study about 3 years ago, and I was so afraid to get on video and put myself out there and teach it. And the thought of doing a video just scared me, and in fact, the habit that I wrote is doing things that scare you. Do it afraid, So stepping out and doing things is just, otherwise your life's going to be boring if you're just, if you don't take chances. And and before this, I sat and I was thinking about, what chances have I taken in the last so many years? And there really hasn't been any. I've been kind of leading a boring life, up until now. So I think, what this book has done for me is to just make it a little bit more exciting, and it's in meeting you and meeting Steve. And, I've known Forbes. It was funny because about 12 years ago, I was sitting here watching Home Shopping Network, and I saw this woman on there with the spin gym. And so I ordered it. And I said, she's pretty cool. And I said, I wonder if she's on Facebook. So I went on Facebook and I put her name in, and there she was. And so I hit friend, and I don't know, an hour later, I got a thing, she accepted your friendship. And so her and I have been Facebook friends for 10, 12 years now. And, we've been on and off. I go in and I see her, and I've taken a couple of her courses and done some things. We did 3 years ago, we did a weight loss. She wrote a book, an Eat Journal book, and there was 5 or 6 of us. And I think, I don't know, you could have to ask her, but that was probably one of her first live teaching classes that she did with us. There was 6 or 7 of us, and we just had a blast. And, a lot of the women that I was there, we're still good friends. We talk and we call each other and we do things. And one lives in California, one's in Pennsylvania, I'm in Connecticut. So, she's brought us together, and, I can't thank her enough for what she's done.
Well, apparently one of her great gifts is the ability to bring people together, to connect people and have help to move them to do great things. So, Sally, thank you so much for making the time. It looks like it's dark where you are. So thank you for hanging in there and being here, and have a wonderful rest of your evening and weekend.
Thank you. You too.
All right. Take care.
Bye.